She gave me mental trauma and doesn't understand why. So, let's start with the fact that I had a friend for 6 years who I had a lot of fun with online, until she wanted to meet me to see if our online connection would be that strong offline too. It turned into a 5 months relationship. However, it really gave me issues. I have commitment issues and trust issues, which makes it hard for me to date because I cannot commit to someone even if I really can see myself with that person in the future. The last time we spoke she couldn't understand why I was still mad about it and made it an issue. She thought it was weird that I was still being impacted by the way how she gaslit me and dumped me. She kept blaming me for my reactions to her actions, but if it weren't for her actions, the reactions wouldn't have been there or would have been different. And she never acknowledged that what she was doing with all her exes before she got to me, and after that with me, was emotional bonding or monkey branching. The moment it got difficult in a relationship she would start seeking emotional support with someone else, and that would trigger her to get feelings for that other person. Let me tell you what happened. She never validated me as her partner in the relationship that we had. She gaslit me into being jealous/insecure/controlling about her online male best friend who never knew about us being a couple, while I was right about that in the end. I asked questions about their texting behavior and the fact that he was an orbiter who kept gifting her stuff that she accepted like it was the most normal thing in the world, and when I asked if she wanted to dial down their texting she didn't want to do that because they were just friends and friends text. She broke up with me, and went to him 2 days after breaking up with me because she thought I was jealous and she didn't like my response. Oh, what a relief when she told him after 5 months that we were a couple. Same with her ex. They talked a lot and I asked if she wanted to text him less because it didn't sit right with me. She said that it would water down eventually. It never did. Up until a week before she ended it with me she wanted to invite him to her apartment to say goodbye because he was leaving the country. When I said I wasn't happy with him coming over she told me I shouldn't be so insecure. That was that. Yet when I reached out to her a few months back to tell her something that happened in my personal life she said, "I can't understand why you want me to know this. I'm not in your life anymore as your partner." But this apparently wasn't an issue when she talked to her ex every day about her personal life when we were a couple. They would also play video games a lot, when I was on the couch. And I remember one time that they were talking on the phone and I had to sit in the bedroom because what if I would cough and he would hear that and ask questions. As if she was scared that he got mad when she moved on. And she also never understood that it wasn't healthy that she was prioritizing her male best friend and her ex over her partner. And that it wasn't healthy to casually talk to people every day all the time when your partner, who you keep a secret to everybody, because what if people judge you for it, sits next to you? Not even telling her colleagues that she was in a relationship with me, but telling them I'm seeing someone when we were together for 4 months. I never casually talked to my male/female friends a lot when we were together. I had my phone in my pocket 90% of the time unless it was necessary to text someone, and she just didn't understand why and thought that it was very unhealthy. She made me doubt myself by telling me things like, "You can't possibly know how stuff works in a relationship, you never had one before me," even though I had a lot of dates and am 8 years older and I definitely have more experience and have an excellent judge of character. Hence why I never liked that she talked to that male best friend as much as she did. She gave me incredible trust and commitment issues, and as a result of that I'm afraid to open up to the women I'm dating because I'm scared of what they'd think about my past, and how they respond if I get recognized on the streets. My ex never liked that and always wanted to talk about it after it happened, as if that would change anything, because in her head if I got recognized with her by my side people would associate her with me and she didn't want that. Because she would lose her anonymity. Long story short, I was on the news once. And now I get recognized here and there and people want a quick chat/selfie. So here I am. 5 months after the breakup. Dating a wonderful woman who understood what I went through, gave me great new insights, who has shown me that I'm not as terrible as my ex made me look, who has shown me that the whole being recognized thing was just that ex being insecure and projecting her insecurities onto me because it's not a big deal. And yet, I'm not being able to bite the bullet because I'm afraid that she might also, despite showing me otherwise, already, end up betraying me like my ex did. And instead of talk about issues leave me instead of fight for it. And you know the worst part? I can't seem to shake her off easily. Why not? She was my first girlfriend, she was a friend of 6 years. And I still romanticize how we were, even though I know that we never were as romantic as I make it out to be in my head. It comes and goes. Sometimes I don't think about her at all, and other times I talk about her like she's still a part of my life, which she obviously isn't because even though we tried to be friendly after an hour-long conversation recently, she blocked me 2 days later, possibly because of her boyfriend. Which was hypocritical, because she got mad at me for wanting her to be cautious when speaking to that online male best friend, but now that he is her boyfriend it only takes her a few days to block me, which in our relationship I always said wasn't necessary because whatever happens happens and it's still your life and I can't and won't control that. I'm so sorry, I had to get this off my chest. If anyone can give me advice or help me that would be great.